So we make sure we get this thing right. That's the only way to get in. Is that all right, Afro? Hanging in there, just checking on this hair. Make sure it's coming. I didn't get that high. I want that high, but then the 80s came. And we cut them down. Y'all right back where we left. Isn't that right? In the 80s, that was tight. And they had a big old, how big you want to get? Big as it'll go? Black it on now, huh? What they call them? The Asian kid with the afro. That's what they call you. They don't, what they call you? The brother? I mean, I don't know, man. So they don't say nothing. They just like, oh, we Asian kid. You know, right? That's how it was a white boy. We had a white boy up there. We was called, white boy said and said. Everybody, that's how they refer to a white boy. One day, you know what I'm saying? We were just, we were color descriptive. It was, that's my, the Mexican. That is, I don't know, they don't do that now. It's just like, Antoine, just Antoine. We're like, which Antoine? You the only Antoine at school? We still say Asian Twine. Yeah, right. Would have been no offense. Yeah. Would have been no offense. You know what I'm saying? That's how people know. Yeah. We had people black. We had ant. We had an ant. We called him black. He called him Black Ant. He went and bought a black car, tinted one with black rims. That's his name. Dwight used to work with him. Dwight snapped on him. Dwight didn't know he was a killer. Whole family killer. Isn't that right? He just snap on folks. The white anyway. The white crazy like that. He just snap on folks. It don't make no difference who it is. He go to Iran and snap on somebody. That's all right. They don't care. They're all fatherly, isn't it? Ain't that right? I know she had plenty of candy. She been with Carrie. I don't want you to be telling preaching I'll be eating no candy. Ain't that right? Preacher be tripping. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't eat no candy and stuff. Ain't that right? They made to feed them kid all that chicken. She had a diet. She had a diet written up. She said, I don't feed them no greasy food. Like, But she come in here, chicken bones all in their pocket. They let them kids so much chicken. She like, listen, I prepare their meal. That's what they need right here. They don't eat no grease or nothing like that. Get back more chicken. Right? Chicken them up, isn't that right? Chicken, the kids ain't even clucking. That's all right. That's all right. Tamika pressing our way on in. Crippling all, that's what I'm talking about. He ain't always been like that. You remember them good days? Them young days when she used to could run and walk real fast. Now slow down now. Time's setting in. Ain't that right? Chris, time done caught you too, Chris. You ain't where you used to be, Chris. He out the bar too. Chris out there jumping all in the gym, them days over. Ain't that right? Only thing Chris could jump to there to a conclusion. That's it, he done. He'll jump to a conclusion in a minute, but you get in that ball and go jump. Done. I'll tell you, man, I look at that ball there. I went out and looked out in that gym. Man, that go like it was up there. I said, I don't know how we getting up there. Nothing in my body said leave the ground and try to go nowhere near no rim. I said, man, if I could just touch them nets. Man, you done touched the net. That was insult, man. The net, they be like, man, you touch the bottom. Now I touch the bottom of the net, man. I'm going to give myself a glory cookie. Time done sat in, man. I remember the guy there. He said, I can't get my money. I said, my body said, nigga, don't you try. I said, I'm gonna be hurt later. I ain't even going nowhere. He said, and I wasn't gonna run after either. He said, I'm back in the day, I could have caught you. But that's all we were talking about, back in the day. I said, back there, I could have run. He said, back there, I could have caught you. I said, I wasn't going nowhere. He said, me neither. He said, I was just looking. He said, I was looking at you run. He said, I don't let the folks get you. I said, man, he talking about calling the police. I'm talking about calling the ambulance. I got red light, he got blue light coming. I said, but time sitting in now. That stuff be a distant memory. Stuff you ain't think nothing about. You just be running and doing stuff. Them days over with now. Whoa, boy, know what in the house, but I ain't gonna argue with him. I said, man, I'm gonna go in there and get on that treadmill and run. I said, boy, you better stay with that treadmill. Man, around that thing, man, around don't cut off anything accident. I mean, that guy, he was running, trying to impress me, old short, little old skinny, he was around running beside him, running. He just extra stride, leg kicking, well, little leg. It just, it look like it's far, but really like, right, they ain't going nowhere. He just all that old stuff, just running, no shirt on, little jiggy, little shorts on. I said, anyway, I ain't even paying any attention. He went around there and stopped. What's the problem? He ain't start the treadmill. What? Stop! Hold on. Let's get him put that down. I said, that's what that nigga get. I high stepped on it then. That's what you get, old stupid nigga. Trying to impress me, because I had to see him out there. I'm side-eyeing the nigga. I'm acting like I'm really not watching. I'm like, that nigga striding too. He made around and did hi, and stop. That shit was stop. He grabbed that thing. I'm like, man, you did, baby. You let that thing just throw you on off. Hold on, because your mind throw it off. You like you holding on to you. Pull the cord, rip cord like a parachute, nigga. Nigga, where he get that close to the ground and pull the whip cord? Man, a parachute can't, you supposed to let that go. Listen, if I ever jump out of the plane, I'm going to let mine out before I jump. I'm going to have my ball on my arm. You going to take it? I ain't paying. Man, you can't do that. I'm holding all my parachute in my hand. I ain't talking about the bag. I'm talking about the actual parachute in my hand. As soon as I jump out, the parachute going. I might be around and hit the plane, man. I'm telling you. I'm not finna do all that. Run, come right here and hold hand, man. I'm not trying to hold nothing. I'm trying to hold on for life. I'm about to glide over here, nigga, please. I ain't trying to glide, kid. I want it. I'm pulling it early. Y'all all right? Hey, then you had to pull. You ever jumped out of the plane? Oh, you there? I like to push him out. Better jumped out of the plane. I can see that. In the country? What you escaping from? Mr. Billy? She said she jumped out of Hawaii. Billy chased you all the way to Hawaii? When a nigga get free? I thought once you get out west so far enough, you were free. Her slave master followed her all the way. Hey, what you did? I see you in the astronaut suit. Hey, what jumped out before? Him was a bunch of them, Jones. All them jumped. One of that Jones that jumped out the airplane. Well, some pretty pictures. Right? Hey, we'll come in here, little space suit in there. I said, nobody over here would jump out of nowhere. Always in the way. He could probably do it if you wear that Adada suit he got. He said, you see that gray one he got with that much extra pant leg on it? He said, that's Adidas. I said, that's not Adidas. Adidas don't make that one. He said, yeah, I do something to tag. He said, it's ain't nothing solid. Man, please, that's all right though. Good to be alive. Once again, didn't have to do it, but he done it, and we's alive. Grateful to be here. Ain't that right? See Rashida in the city. Isn't that right? So, I was saying Rashida in the city. She know what's going on. Yeah, that's all right. Everybody all right? Y'all all right? Oh, don't worry about that summer. Don't worry about it. We good. We all good. Everybody all right? Yes, sir. Rob, how you doing? How the marriage like treat y'all? There she go laughing again. Y'all got to cut some of that stuff. I toned it down or something. I said, Lanita ran out here all happy and jiggling. What you were doing? I mean, that's your personal business and all like that. Y'all enjoy it while you can. Yeah, it's all right now. Had the wild boy Bill set in. Hypertension. Yeah, right there, you have to schedule it when you're going to do it. That's the truth. But you're like, yeah, tonight, you get on somebody go to sleep. You know, do not wake me up. My wife said, well, you can wake me up. I said, no, nigga, I ain't waking you up. That nigga woke up I tried to call her. She woke up, got right in my hollering and screamed. My hair grew and went back. Listen, my afro about your side. That thing scared me. She'll wake up and she'll just start screaming. And then she'll go back to sleep. She don't remember. I don't touch that nigga. She does something. Why you ain't wake me up? I said, no, nigga, you safe. You don't worry about me touching. Man, I can't holler at I got high blood pressure. I been around. How to take down? I ain't playing with that nigga. You be all right. I'll catch you when you wake up. Ain't that right? That nigga crazy. That thing scared me to death. I told her them kids, they could get up and walk around. They could be talking and stuff. I said, oh, y'all niggas crazy. You can tell them, gotta go to something. And then, they look at them niggas. Yeah, go back to sleep. I told her, oh, y'all niggas crazy. Never done eyes open and have a conversation, talk. They got to go in and so all them niggas crazy. I ain't never done that one before. Anybody else sleepwalk before? No. Nobody do that. Sleep. You ever did that? Get up and sleepwalk? Did you leave the house or you stay in the house? Well, I know Boston said he sleepwalked one time. He slept walk. He said he had left the hotel and everything. He was out of town. He was in a whole nother state. He did. He said he left them folks found him somewhere. He said he left the hotel and got on the elevator and everything. Went on the street and everything gone. They found him later on. They had to call their parents, told he had left. I said, That nigga crazy. That's too much. When you catch an elevator, nigga, you won't. You got to master flow too and get off and walk down the sidewalk. You won't. Man, you thought to pull over here and grab him and let me get it straight. What you did? You opened the door and got on the elevator and pushed it. Nigga, you crazy. He done beat the brakes. When I did wake up, I know that don't go back. That time I ran away from home. Remember that, don't you? Remember the time I ran away from home? Shoot, I wasn't going back either. I'm trying to come back. Nigga, I'll kill you. I ain't going back. I let that thing I saw him. He said, don't even look back. Man, I'll kill you. Come here. Oh, daddy, oh. I was goon. I parked that hill. I didn't know I ran that far. You get so you start thinking, it kind of bad. I ain't got nowhere to go. So I water my mama's jaw. I water her jaw. She on the butt riding by me. I said, this is bad, boy. I walk from County Rock Head all the way to City Decatur. Yeah, all McAfee. Back then you could walk, nigga, legs strong, calf muscle, everything. I wouldn't try it now. Man, I try to walk to City Decatur. I be walking that way and City Decatur still be walking too. Never will reach it. Man, we did a lot of walking when I was growing up. So you go to the country, the country get you in shape to start walking. You walk in the country. You had to walk in the relative house, stuff like that. We had to do that. Them niggas had nobody. Had one bike, everybody shared. Tie flat, you still ride it. Rusty bike. You don't throw nothing away. To sit on the place, you get a bike and nigga trade it in and throw it in. That bike's still good. My dad talked about them bikes. We were growing. He said, remember, I got y'all them bikes for Christmas. I'm like, man, you know, I'm grown. That man never will ever forget that bike. He said, I got you and your sister bike that time. I'm like, man, I'm grown. Tell me about no bike. You got me, man. I was like 13, 14. He was proud of them bikes. Them bikes I got you. Now, I'm really sick of them bikes. I'm about to run away from home again. That was rough. Y'all didn't grow up in the country. A lot of y'all kids grew up in the country. Y'all be better kids. Yeah, a lot of y'all would grow up in the country. It wouldn't be bad to take y'all back to the country now. Some of y'all grown will glitch out there and get to working and pick you some potatoes and share you some peas. Get you some old folk manners and stuff. It'll help you out though. It will. I didn't say cotton. You know, nobody should never have to pick cotton after 1900. After Abraham Lincoln signed that bill, you shouldn't have to pick, and sharecropping should have been over with. But that's the truth, though. A lot of them would have grown up. You'll grow up in the kind of country living. You had to pick anything. Because your daddy got a garden out on it. Y'all had a garden growing up. What you pick? That's not, just stop there. That's not no garden. That's not no garden. Blueberries not no, I mean, I'm just saying, you think about, we were looking for daddy to say like, collard green, spinach. Oh, hold on. But that's the first thing you brought out was blueberries. If I'd asked mother what y'all to pick, would you expect him to say blueberries? That means, they probably be like, man, we just pick peas and collard green, pick potatoes, all like that, corn. They said blueberries and wild cherry. You like, man, that pleasure to eat. I did that. Pick plums off the tree. Maybe to get them little sour plums. Y'all get them sour apples. Man, you get them green out. Man, you get them to them things. Tell your stomach go. Whoa, them things were fun. Man, nigga had a whole meal. You been in the country, you had to make it work. You got that, man, you get them apples. We had a white woman had them pears on them. Don't come in my yard. We stealing them pears. I feel like them deals come eat them, we get them. Man, them country pears, man, oh my. Crackers just let them fall on the ground, just rot the ground, just to keep you from getting them. We still got them. You had a sour apple tree, we come to your, we were kids, we were getting them. You were not keeping, you can put poison on, we were getting them. Man, at the country, them whole meal, walk down there, get them, man, you get them blackberries and all growing them tree on them vines. Man, you reach all up in there, get them. You used to pick muscadine? We ain't pick, we get them out the store. They grew wild, I ain't never find them now. But we used to get them blackberries. And then when you get them when they kind of slight red turn over like them, they be good and sour and good. God damn it. Man, we get them blackberries, just rub them like that and eat them. Then it ain't gonna lie, then we ain't rub, we just ate them. Then we thought God just washed them off for us. You can eat stuff back there and didn't even die. Y'all remember picking them? Nobody, we ain't washing no apples off, man. Get them pals up, man, you trying to eat. I don't have time to watch that stuff. It ain't gonna happen to you. Everything in the country dirty. And all your food come out the ground, it's born dirty. Y'all all right? Well, that's what we need to do. We need to move to the country. Get some of these cows. I like to build an outhouse. One light on the porch on the house, let you go out there and use at night. I guarantee you learn how to hold number 2. You'll hold on to that sun come up in there right. That the only one can use it, maybe a baby could use it in the bucket. You had a little bucket under the bed. They don't know nothing about that there. You sleep here, my grand pull over there, he'll old me skin up. That was his that was his long top, I thought it was his skin. He old me skin up, granddad's son side, but you hear that little pee hitting that body. I know it getting all on granddad's pants. Get all on his skin, and granddad roll back in the bed, wipe the hand, go back to sleep. You be sitting there like, oh, granddad don't touch me. Cause granddad ain't no water here. Granddad pee, granddad roll right back on that bed and go to eat. That was it, man. Shoot, that joke get some of you. He's gonna put your hand in your mouth. Go get me that broom and tear one of them straws off of them. But you don't want to know we've been sweeping out here with this broom, dude. They'll tear it, they'll get it from the top. They'll go from the bottom, get the bottom part of the broom. They'll roll feces. That in the country, they had to do. Man, there's a broom that's down the chair. Go get that. They'll not do it. Go get that broom. Man, you pop that broom out and pop, you get it from up there by the top, get that. Old folks go to sticking in there, go to pulling that old meat out. Man, you get enough meat out of the wild, man, you get you 2 pieces of bread and make a sandwich. You can have breakfast in the morning. Have something you can take to school for lunch. Well, you ain't bad. There wasn't a whole lot of waste either. Everything done changed. Now, even when you burn trash, you ain't burn that much trash. Why nigga have so much? I got 2 trash cans. I'm about to add them for send me in there. Like them niggas just, like they build trash. In the country you ain't have that much trash. everything recyclable. That's the truth. I don't know what done happened now. I don't remember hardly no trash. You go burn trash, it wasn't that much trash like that in it. Folks just trash it. It is. How many of y'all remember burning trash? In the country, you ain't have all that trash. Man, you ain't probably, man, in a week, we dumped probably 2 tons of trash. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like it anyway. I don't know what's going on now. We need to move a lot of y'all to the country. Dad, you grew up in the country? You should have gone now. You need to go. He fine. He need to go. Take it out and start picking up them holes then. Start picking up deals and stuff like that. Get a bunch of, you grew up in the country. You ain't do no work though, did it? He said a little bit. You know, what you did in the country, Adam? No, he said, chop. Hey, you don't chop no. Why you chop? You can't chop. You say chop wood. You chop wood in the country. You gotta split wood. Everybody splitting that wood. Ain't nobody there. And not that splitting, split wood. You know how to split wood? You split wood too? I said a little bit. What all you did in the country? What y'all pick? You remember I haven't grown up days. That means yeah, that's that pleasure picking, yeah. We had picked potatoes. I did more shelling. Yeah, they had done a lot of shelling. They just bring in by the sheets. That meant they have it tied in the bed sheet then. You remember that? They just bring it y'all like that, tied in a big bed sheet. Man, they lay that thing out, that's your whole summer. They drop that thing, open it up, and them niggas be handing out peas. Somebody go, girl, you want some peas? You get some peas, them kids. They be like, nah, they pretty peas, them kids picking. I said, like, how the mother, I know how to, listen, 3 years old, I was a professional cuss. I got tore up. I had an auntie, she said, you done made my head hurt so bad doing your sister. She said, y'all with the cussing the kids I ever seen. Man, we cutting through. I was so disgusted. My life was just disgusted. You just picking peas, you got to go out to the house. You got to cuss. Man, somebody send you out the door in the pitch black dog off a porch. Did y'all ever use that outhouse in the dog at nighttime? Did y'all ever go out there? That thing, I'll tell you, man, that thing was dog. The pathway this wide and grass that house east side. Listen, it wasn't no cut grass. The grass grow up, you walk between the grass to go down to the outhouse. I know it ain't white. I don't remember looking for no tissue. Man, that dog, you close that window, he already in pit black. It ain't no better. Ain't like a light kick on in there. Definitely nobody about white. I definitely know about folding and hitting the Dwight. That's it. Man, my granny ain't wash your hand. I ain't wipe my behind. Man, we had a pissing mess back then. Boy, I sure hated that play, boy. Ooh, but you can smell the dishwater. You can dump the top of it when they used to make you get your dishwater from the well. So you had to put it in the pan, wash the dishes, then you throw it out the back door. They don't know nothing about that, do they? How many of y'all grew up with that? Yeah. Now I'm going to get thin. That's what happened. Yeah, man. Did y'all have to, you had to get the well water, you put it in that bowl, and that's how you wash your dishes inside there. And when you get through, you take the dish. They don't know what I'm talking about. And you got to dump it out that back door. Man, stuff be out there and it smell. Then you wash clothes on the back porch in a rub bowl and they hang it up. Then you got to go hang your clothes up. Yeah, boy, it was miserable. I ride back down, I'm just shooting that stuff. I took my kid down there years ago. They were little. They had 4 hours taking down. We walk. I said, let's walk down there. I walked down there and started talking about all that stuff. I told somebody, I said, take me to go get my truck. I rolled back and I got my truck. I said, put that 4-wheeler. We out of here. I'm gone. I was disgusted. I started walking down. I said, yeah, used to come out. I started thinking about how much stuff done pissed me off down there. I ain't like, I called around, got my truck, put that 4-wheeler in that truck. I said, we ain't coming back down there. We gone. I was on pitch that thing about it. They said, why don't you leave him down here? I said, y'all never get my kids. Y'all people mess my life up. My life was horrified out of your kids tear up stuff. Ain't that right? It is disgusting. I think the cousin, I think we probably be hooking up going fishing, but I'm going to drown one of them bastards. Because I'm still thinking about my toy I got tore up. I just have some stuff still another day I can show out to my kids. I seen Jerry Seinfeld, the episode where the lady was on there, she had all her toys, she never played with them. That could have been me. I never went to the country. Y'all all right? John, how you enjoying married life? He liking that thing, ain't that right? Get some of that pressure off you, ain't it? That's what I'm talking about, boy. John excited, they ain't talking nothing. He had boom. He said, I just play with it now. Boom, 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 boom. He ready now. Ain't that right? Got 2 banjos. What happened? I missed something. Oh my goodness, did I say something? Y'all know this is a family show. So you ain't too far off, is it? You don't know, just holding on. You ready to turn, you got some pressure on you, ain't it? Cause she got some pressure on her. Cause you can tell she had them episode stuff, she snatched, she don't know what she been did. Had that pressure. So they don't want no pressure. So they don't need no pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Y'all all right? Trying to check and make sure everybody all right. They gonna Boston. Is he sleepwalking? You know where you at, Boston? But how far did you go that time that when you sleepwalking? How far? No, this is your personal bank. I'm going to tell you business. 4 Live Street and come. How far did you walk? 3 blocks. And you got on the elevator too? Subway. That man was sleeping. He was sleeping. I went to the set up. Man, you got to pay and go through there and pick a train. Man, you got to stand on the platform, wait, know when to walk up to the platform. You want to sleepwalk. You don't do it. Come man, y'all listen. You sleepwalk, you got to walk out there and just walk right at it. That man done stood back and waited, and the train, then you step on the platform when the train stop and get on, and you didn't get caught in that door up and boom, boom. Because you sleepwalk, you don't know how far to walk. That man done walked through the door. And, do you remember sitting down Boston? I tried to help. Why do we just try to find out what happened, Boston? Why did we try to find out about what happened? I got a new block for the rest of the week. You got a new block, okay. Boston, how far did you? How far? In New York, at a certain time, the closed down. Okay. How did you get on there? We could. I wasn't on the cell. Wait. Oh. I stayed in a Waldorf Astoria. Oh, you stayed? Hold on. That's why King Jumping Joffrey. Was y'all there at the same time? So is that thing nice for real? No. People need to know. Don't we need to know about what happened? If somebody come up and tell us, we don't want to be said they lying. We don't know. So now we know the truth. So what happened? So when you went out there?
Growing up, I always wanted to go to New York.
Okay, you always want to go to New York.
Because I always, in movies, I see homeless people when I see subways.
You see homeless people in subways.
For whatever reason,
Yeah.
I woke up, we were on a school field trip.
Yeah.
I walked out the hotel.
Uh-huh.
I went to the right, because I knew where it was.
Yeah.
And then I walked to the subway
Uh-huh.
area. I don't know that station is in New York, by the Walmart.
Okay.
I walked in, and I was walking, and police officer, they came and took me on a go-kart. And they was like, what you doing? And I had a trash bag over my shoulder. It was a simulation like that.
Homeless people. Hold on a minute, buddy. You will sleepwalk with a trash bag too? What was in the bag? Do you know? Why you didn't tell me all that? You were sleepwalking with trash? I know, yeah. I know, yeah. You ain't got to tell it. What happened? Yeah.
So the golf cart people came.
Yeah.
And when they came, and I saw him, I tried to give him a golf cart. Before he was like, get your ass. And so the other one was like, hey, that's the kid. He's like, that's the kid that they're looking for. So my classmates, they came, they were trying to find him. So he was like, you let me on the golf cart, and he drove me to the front, and I see all my classmates, the one, my friends, is standing in the doorway.
Wow.
And I just dropped my head.
Wow.
I pulled up, and they're like, man, what you doing? So like, so many people just stayed in that room there, and like, some people laughing at me, some people just, well, I had to get over that for my life, and that's what happened.
Let's go.
Somebody slipped me something.
Real, what you think what happened? Did y'all went on the cruise? Y'all had a lot going on in the 8th grade. I'm a grown nigga, ain't got all that. Ain't been no water off that story with a cruise. Oh, like a go out of. Oh, like a tour boat go out or something. Oh, okay. No, I would not. No. This, I'll help you. Exactly. Hey, Humpback said he waiting on it. It's good. Huh? All right, everybody all right? That's something else. There, a trash bag and everything. Woo. Goodness, that's all right now. All right, everybody all right? We're trying to get ready to move on, see if we can get a little education, talk about a little salvation. So we try to get him and learn about afros now. What you use your afro to make it grow? There it is. All right. He said nothing. There it is. All right, come on, Malcolm. All right. Whew. Eternal Kudash Abba in the Shem of Yahusha, Yahushua HaMashiach, we say Hadu, all the two daughters of Kudashim. We ask you to barak us with your Ruach HaKadosh, with your Rekam. We ask you to barak us with your Amunah and your Aman. We ask you to barak us to dwell in your everlasting Malkuth. We ask you to barak us to be joint heirs with Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, the Yahudim, and Yasharal. Ask you to allow your Dabarim to search, to seek out, to devour, to establish, and to build, that we might forever be with you. We ask you to allow your Dabarim to marshal and shah over our Basar and over our Navash. Ask you to remember those we commit to you in Palau. Those that support, those that seek and call upon you out of a pure law, grant them their law's desire. We ask you to elevate our law of understanding, that you grant us a truer arm in our laws. We ask you to barak those that are gone astray, those taken from us, especially our young people, our young adults, that you recover them and keep them, grant them a will to serve you with all. Ask you to make us your Abedin, As you brought those behind prison walls, those that married, single, and separated, sick and afflicted, those that are bereaved, those in war-stricken country, those that are going through the storms, even the storms of Kai. We ask you to be a keeper and be understanding, be encouragement to those that are out of town. To allow them to know they're always connected to their dog, Yahuwah, all our ear, Yahusha. Asking as we prepare to go further, that you search us, to try us, to see if there be any Rasha, the rock. Cast it from us and lead us in the rock everlasting. Let it above our pardon and meditation of our Lord be accepted in your sight. And as we prepare to move further, we allow that you take full control, that you get the Tahalim, the Tahalah, and the Kabud. In the Shem of Yahusha, Yahushua HaMashiach, we allow. Let us all say, Amen. I'm just trying to make this happen. Appreciate it, gentlemen. Okay. Romans. Fifteen, 14. 15:4, I'm sorry. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the Scriptures, might have hope.
See if it's the book of Yahushua, chapter 12. See if it's 12 and 37. Listen to the book.
But though he had done so many miracles before them,
See that? Although he had done so many miracles before them,
yet they amun not on him,
see that? Yet they believed not on him. What happened?
that the saying of Yeshayahu the Nabi might be fulfilled,
That the saying of Yeshayahu might be fulfilled.
which he spake,
Saying what?
Yahuwah, who hath amun our report,
That's what he asked. Who has among our report?
and to whom hath the arm of Yahuwah been revealed.
See that? We talked about that. So tell them what happened.
Therefore they could not amun, because that Yeshayahu said again, he hath blinded their eyes.
Hold on,
and
back me up for a little bit. You now, verse 37 again, please.
Yes, sir.
What did it say?
But though he had done so many miracles before them,
What happened?
yet they amun not on him,
Tell them what happened.
that the saying of Yeshayahu the Nabi might be fulfilled,
Like what?
which he spake, Yahuwah, who hath amun our report,
And
to whom hath the arm of Yahuwah been revealed.
hold what you got. Let me have 38. Barashik 38. Yahoo, they call Isaiah. 52 and 12. Barashik, they call Genesis 38. Let's see if it's 14. Listen to the book.
And she put her widow's garments off from her, and covered her with a veil, and wrapped herself, and sat in an open Malchum, which is by Dirach to Timnath, for she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given unto him to Ashah. When Yehuda saw her, he thought her to be an harlot, because she had covered her pani. And he turned unto her by Dirach and said, Go to, I amar thee, let me come in unto thee, for he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law. And she said, What wilt thou give me?
Torah in-law.
And she said, What wilt thou give me, that thou mayest come in unto me? And he said, I will send thee a kid from the Adah. And she said, wilt thou give me a pledge till thou send it? And he said, what pledge shall I give thee? And she said, thy signet and thy bracelets and thy staff that is in thine hand. And he gave it her and came in unto her, and she conceived by him. And she Zarok and went away and laid by her veil from her and put on the garments of her widowhood. And Yehuda sent the kid by the hand of his friend the Adulamite to receive his pledge from the Ashah hand, but he found her not.
What happened?
Then he asked the Anashim of that Malkum, saying, where is the harlot that was openly by Darak?
And you got me 922 of the book of Bereshit. They call it Genesis. Come on.
And they said, there was no harlot in this Malkum.
Yes.
And he returned to Yehuda and said, I cannot find her. And also the Anashim of the Malkum said that there was no harlot in this Malkum.
So what happened?
And Yehuda said, let her take it to her, lest we be shamed. Behold, I sent this kid, and thou hast not found her. And it came to pass about 3 Yarik after, that it was told Yehuda, saying, Tamar, thy daughter-in-law, hath played the harlot, and also, behold, she is with Yaled by whoredom. And Yehuda said, bring her forth, and let her be burnt. When she was brought forth, she sent unto her Abba-in-law, saying, by the Ish, whose these are, am I with Yaled? And she said, discern, I amar thee, whose are these, the signet and bracelets and staff.
What happened?
And Yehuda acknowledged them and said, she hath been more Sadiq than I, because that I gave her not to Shelah my ben.
That's good. That's good. 52 and 12. Yes, Yahoo. I got 922. Get that Bereshit 922. Then yes, Yahoo 52 and 12. Listen to the book.
And Ham, the Abba of Canaan, saw the aura of his Abba, and told his two Akim without. And Shem and Japhet took a garment.
Bad me up. What's it 22? Make it 920. What happened?
And Nuach began to be an husbandman, and he planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine, and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father Abba of Canaan, saw the aura of his Abba, and
What did
told
he
his
do?
two Akim without. And Shem and Japhet took a garment, and laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backward, and covered the aura of their Abba. And their panim were backward, and they saw not their Abba's aura.
What happened?
And Nuach awoke from his wine, and knew what his younger being had done unto him. And he said, all I be Canaan, and Abad of Abadim shall he be unto his Akim.
That's good. At 52 and 12, yes, Yahoo. Listen.
For ye shall not go out with haste, nor go by flight, for Yahuwah will go before you, and the Elohim of Yasharal will be your reward. Behold, my Abad shall deal prudently, he shall be exalted and extolled,
What happened?
and be very high. As many were astonied at thee, his visage was so marred more than any Ish, and his form more than the Beni of Anashim.
What happened?
So shall he sprinkle many nations. The Malakim shall shut their mouths at him, for that which had not been told them shall they see, and that which they had not heard shall they consider.
Back me up at verse 10. Listen.
Yahuwah hath made bare his Kudash arm in the eyes of all the nations.
You see what he did? He made bare his Kudash arm in the sight of all the nations. And what happened?
And all the ends of the Arats shall see the Yahusha of our Elohim.
Well, when we looked at it, and I guess we kind of went over this just kind of looking, because here the book of Yahushua 12 and 38, 37, when we read 37, he started talking about people believing on him, about Armana in him. He started talking about him making it bare. Let's see what he said again at 12:37. Yahushua, they called John. Chapter 12, verse 37. Listen to the book.
But though he had done so many miracles before them,
What happened?
yet they amun not on him,
Yet they still didn't believe on him.
that the saying of Yeshayahu the Nabi might be fulfilled, which he spake, Adon who hath amun our report,
Who has believed our report?
and to whom hath the arm of Yahuwah been revealed.
See that? That's what we're talking about. Him making naked, making bare, uncovering the arm. Y'all notice? Well, the only reason I kind of went here and looked at Yehuda, because we talked about what he gave the young lady. He gave her the signet and he gave her the bracelet, which would be on his arm. They asked the people to even ask him. She wanted them to discern who it was, which means they had to be familiar with him, to know about his bracelet and know about his ring that would be on his hand, which would be on his arm. They had to know that. They had to be familiar with it. And then we came back, just kind of look at when it came down to Cain, when Cain went in and well, he actually, not Cain, Calm. When Calm came in and seen his father naked, we asked again about who had seen. He want to know who was it revealed to, because you saw his Akeem, they went backwards, they didn't see it. But he saw it. That's all right? So then we get to Yahusha. Let's see what happened at the 12th chapter of the book of, Matthew, 12:37. Oh, I'm going to see it at 14 and 1. Let me see that. Yahushua. Matthew. What's that? 27, 23. Listen.
For by their dabarim thou shalt be sadak, and by their dabarim thou shalt be condemned.
27, 23? Are you reading 23, 23? 27, 23? Isn't that what I call? I didn't I call 23, 23? 27, 23. That's not what I said. Nobody heard me call? I thought I called it.
12.
12, I think. Okay. Let's see. Appreciate it. Listen.
And the governor said, Why, what Rasha hath he done? But they sighed out the more, saying, Let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took Mem and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the dam of this Sadak person. See ye to it. Then answered all the arm and said, His dam be on us and on our Benin. Then released he Bar Abba unto them. And when he had scourged Yahusha, he delivered him to be crucified. Then the soldiers of the governor took Yahusha into the common hall,
And did what?
and gathered unto him the whole band of soldiers.
And did what?
And they stripped him, and put on him a scarlet robe. And when they had platted a crown of thorns,
What did they do?
they put it upon his head,
And did what?
and a reed in his right hand. And they bowed the knee before him, and mocked him, saying, Hail, Malak of the Yahudim. And they spit upon him, and took the reed, and smote him on the head. And after that they had mocked him,
What did they do?
they took the robe off from him,
And did what?
put his own raiment on him.
Did
and
they
led
answer?
him-
Did they answer it? They gonna make bare? That doesn't answer it? He said he was gonna make bare the arm. Make him naked. We're trying to connect the similitudes, right? Didn't he just do it? How did they put the robe on him? What did they have to do first? Had to take his clothes off. And then they put his own clothes on, which means they had to do what? They had to uncover him again and put his clothes. They just told they took the robe off, they put his own clothes back on him. So if they did it, they told you they were dressing him, wasn't it? It said they took his clothes off and they put the raiments on him and the crown of thorns. After that, they took it back off him and put his clothes on. Does it not answer the question? Does it not answer the connection or show the connection? Goodness. Are y'all all right? Yes, and there no reply? Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Hello? Goodness. Pick me up at 34. Same book. 33. Listen to the book.
And when they were come into a place called Golgotha,
What happened?
that is to say, a place of a skull,
Tell them what happened.
they gave him vinegar to drink,
Mingle with what?
mingled with gall. And when he had tasted thereof,
What happened?
he would not drink.
Well, so if he tasted it, what did it tell you? Bitter? If he tasted it, told you he had to drink it. How am I going to taste something without drinking it? Hello? He had to drink it, didn't he? They say he tasted it. They say after he tasted it, what did he do? He wouldn't drink it. Which means he had to consume some. How you get a taste? Then you would have to consume something, wouldn't you? Are we all conscious?
Yes, sir.
All right, listen.
And they crucified him and parted his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the Nabi. They parted my garments among them,
And tell them what happened, son.
and upon my vesture did they cast lots.
Listen.
And sitting down, they watched him there, and set up over his head his accusation written, This is Yahusha, the Malak of the Yahudim.
See that? That better answers our question. See, what I read to y'all in 27, 23 was actually just used to kind of throw you off. Because you had to pay attention to the statement. He told you he was going to make him bear, but he was going to do it in the sight of all the nations. Now pay attention. 52 and 10, Yeshayahu. You know, right? Let's see. Listen. Yeshayahu, they call Isaiah. 52 and 10. Listen to the book.
Yahuwah hath made bare his Kudash arm,
See that? He made bare his Kadash arm, which we also will look at the arm representing the strength. That's what children are. They begin the strength. So it makes sense why he will work and do all his works through Yahushua HaMashiach. Just like a man work with his hands to create and to make. Bara, right? When we learn Barashit, Bara, who? Elohim, plural. So we know he did it with his arm, with his hands. So Yahuwah said, I'm going to make it bare so you can see it. Only you couldn't see it before, it was covered up. Hello? So he said, what I'm doing, I'm going to take the gloves off. Sometimes we talk about, you know what, I'm going to take the gloves off with you. He took them off so you can see his hand. He uncovered the hand so he's going to make it bare. He said, I'm going to make it bare inside of all the nations. Well, Yeshayahu spake, and then Yehukanan come back and repeated it. He told you he was going to do it. He want to know who believed the report. Because somebody would take 27, 23, and they would think they actually justified this statement, but they wouldn't have. All you saw the soldiers seen him. He said, I make it bare, I'm going to do it inside of all the nations. But there was some things that were going to be key you were going to have to pick up. I told it to you, but I knew you weren't going to catch it. That's why I'm here. That statement makes sense that I told y'all 27 and 33, when he just told you 27, 33, again, a book of Matthew. Listen to the book.
And when they were come into a place called Golgotha, that is to say, a place of a skull,
Tell them what happened, son.
they gave him vinegar to drink,
See that? They gave him vinegar to drink.
mingled with gall.
Listen.
And when he had tasted thereof,
What happened?
he would not drink. And they crucified him and parted his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the Nabi.
Tell them what happened,
They
son.
parted my garments among them.
And
Upon my vesture did they cast lots.
tell them what happened.
And sitting down, they watched him there, and set up over his head his accusation written.
That's all I needed. Make sense? Y'all can raise your hand for the ladies. Does it make sense? Doesn't make sense? Y'all raise your hand if it don't make sense? Guys, man, anyway, yeah, I know the women can't speak. Yes, I know them, but the men, they can speak. They're going to say no or yes, you know. Yes, it makes sense, or no, it doesn't make sense. I'm confused, or what's the connection? Because this is actually right. 27:33 is actually right. 27:33 will actually tie you here, 52 and 12. But makes sense. Because a couple of things had to happen. You just didn't know how it happened. 14. Yehushua 14 and 1. 14 and 1. Listen.
Let not your law be troubled.
Listen.
Ye Aman in Elohim.
Tell them what else you ought to do.
Aman also in me.
Tell them what, son.
In my Abba Beth
Is what?
are many mansions.
Tell them what happened, son.
If it were not so,
What was he telling them? Rooms? Compartments. Compartments. Tell them.
I would have
You
told
call
you,
apartments. Listen.
I go to prepare a Malkum for you.
Tell them what happened.
And if I go and prepare a Malkum for you,
Tell them what you'll do.
I will come again
There.
and receive you unto myself.
There.
Where I am,
There.
ye may be also.
Tell them what happened.
And whither I go ye know,
And
the Dirak ye know.
tell them what happened.
Thomas saith unto him,
Yeah.
Adon, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know Dirak?
Tell them what happened, son.
Yahusha saith unto him, I am Dirak, the Amat, and the Kai.
I think I would use a rock for him.
I
I
am
think that a rock would refer more to a way of life versus than just a regular way, the rock. Listen.
I am a rock, the Amat, and the Kai, no each cometh unto the Abba, but by me. If ye had known me,
What happened?
ye should have known my Abba also.
And tell them what you do.
And from henceforth,
What happened?
ye know him,
You do what?
ye know him,
And
have seen him.
what happened?
Philip saith unto him,
Tell them what he said.
Adon, shew us the Abba,
And what happened?
it sufficeth us. Yahusha saith unto him,
Hold what you got. 9th chapter of the book of Barashit. Stay where you at. 9 and 20. Listen to the book. Barashit, they call Genesis. Listen.
And Noah began to be an husbandman,
And what did he do?
and he planted a vineyard,
And did what?
and he drank of the wine and was drunken,
What happened?
and he was uncovered within his tent.
Talking about like Yahushua was. After he tasted the wine, he wouldn't drink thereof. That's when they took his clothes off. That's why I told you some things you should have been paying attention to. We just had to move around. You'd have paid attention to 27:33, you'll notice he drank the wine before they took his clothes off. Listen what he told you.
And come, the Abba of Canaan
Did what?
saw the aura of his Abba,
Listen what happened.
and told his two Akim without.
And tell him what happened.
And Shem and Japhet took a garment
And did what?
and laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backward and covered the aura of their Abba.
Tell him what happened.
And their panim was backward, and they saw not their Abba's aura.
So what happened?
And Nuach awoke from his wine,
And did what?
knew what his younger being had done unto him.
That's what he know. He know exactly what they did to him. After they parted and took his garment, they sat down to watch him. He knew he sat down and watched him. That's what the book told you. They took his clothes off. Said they sat down and they watched him now. So we start putting the parallel together. The problem we got to connect them. Because if you paid attention, what did it tell you that he knew? Or what did it tell you that Calm did? He did what? That's what he told you. Tell him louder so I can hear you. That's what they told you. Then it told you that Calm did what? Say the answer. Did what? What did it tell y'all he did? It didn't tell y'all? That's what he said. 14. Where you left off at? Yochanan,
verse 9.
verse 9, 14 and 9. They call it John. You can start beginning of verse 9. Listen to the book.
Yahusha saith unto him,
What did he say?
Have I been so long time with you,
And did what?
and yet hast thou not known me?
Come
Philip?
on, stop the confusion, Yahusha. What are you trying to tell us?
He that hath seen me
Did what?
hath seen the Abba.
I should have paid attention. He tried to tell y'all he was going to go and prepare a place. The only person you knew did that first was Nuox. He had to go and prepare an ark, a taba. You don't believe it. There was a lot of rooms in there too. It's the taba. You got to have compartments. Hello? You got to have compartments. You're going to build a taba. In the book told you that the 9th chapter, if you look at the 9th chapter of the book, pick me up, say that 9 and 1 of the book of Abari. Other one, pick up, let me see, Abarim. They call Hebrews 9 and 1. Let's see. You know, a lot of people run through there and just grab stuff. You know, we could have used that. That 27, 23, people wouldn't have had no problem with it. How many of y'all wouldn't have had no problem we would have used 27, 23 to justify that? How many of y'all wouldn't have had no problem? Because they took his clothes off, didn't they? Then put them back on him, didn't they? So we would have covered ourselves, or would we? You see what happened? You can move and you can do something and it'll look just like you right and you'll be off. Because you still got to pick up a connection. See, that's the difference when you read and you start to comprehend what you're doing. So I had to pay attention to how he got his clothes off. That's how you're going to have to get him to drink. He was going to have to be a drink of wine. That's the way you're going to get his clothes off. So he had to taste it before they took it off. Otherwise, how you going to turn him into the script? Hello? It's just like actors. If we're gonna shoot a movie, whatever, you're gonna be in, don't you know how to give you a script? And you have to study, you're gonna have to rehearse that script. And you have to perform it just like the script is. The only way you do anything else, we're gonna have to change the script. Only thing here, we can't change the script. If we'd have did this and said 27, 23, justified that he was gonna make bare the arm in the sight of the nation, when the only person he got negative from were the soldiers. Hello? So we couldn't use it. And the only way we're going to use this, then we got to change the script. Hello? That's important? That's not important to y'all? Because you're talking about, he want to know who has aman, who has believed. How you got to believe, Dwight? Then, you know, as the scripture said. So you start connecting things, it's got to line up. Because how precept got to be? How it got to line up? So when I put 27, 33 together to justify 52 and 12, when I use Barashit 922, showing you that he was a drinker of wine. And when he got drunk, that's how he got his clothes off. After he had consumed the wine. So that's what happened with Yahushua. After he consumed the wine, they could take his clothes off. Now the script can be fulfilled. Hello? That's how important he was looking at, not varying from the script. What happens with us? We don't mind getting away from script. Hello? When they took him in the 27th chapter of the book of Matthew, 26, I'm going to go get it, 26, 52, see if that 50, 27, I'm sorry, 26, 52. Let's see what that say, Matthew. Listen. 26:52?
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
Then said Yahusha unto him,
What did it say?
Put up again thy sword into his place.
What happened?
For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Thinkest thou that I cannot now Palal to my Abba?
And tell him what he'll do.
And he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of Malachi.
So what you concerned about then?
But how then shall the shofar be fulfilled? That thus it must be.
See that? It's got to be like that. He was concerned about if you vary from the script, then it's not going to be right. He was concerned about it being right. He said, I can do something there, but it's going to vary from the script. You know, that's what you have directors for. Directors are there to make sure people hold the key. They do cut. They're trying to figure out what happened. That's not the right line. You weren't supposed to come in. Somebody entered the room too fast with her. Cut. Because it throws the whole scene off. Had he gone, prayed, and got delivered, it's going to throw the whole scene. The whole movie is about salvation. He said, how the script going to be fulfilled? See, when we do stuff, we don't worry about things being fulfilled. We just worry about our will. Hello? That's the problem it comes. This is important for you to look at. Because you look at some people got to believe on him. Hello? We were told how this was going to happen. Then when they came, how did they get him? What we told. Before this happened, somebody told us what happened. Nobody gave us no idea what was going to happen. Nobody. Marshall Lee, chapter 7, verse 10. You'll back me up in that same book. Give me 26. Make that 26 and 40. Let me just see what that says since we're over there. Marshall Lee, they call Proverbs. Now, the difference with us and other people is we just not believing something. We're supposed to believe as the script say. I'm looking at script. I'm looking at what's written. I'm watching how well he followed script. He'd have took his clothes off and then went and got drunk, and they gave him something to drink. That's not the movie. Sometimes, like, it's some movie, they'll come up with some mafia movies about different stuff. And I'll tell some, I say that's not how that happened, though. I said, because I'm familiar with what happened. Y'all heard me say, Justin told me about a particular we were talking about. I said that's not accurate. He said, no. He said, now they started telling him about, it's telling how the story went. I said, it's amazing. I said, because that's not the story. That's not gone. And somebody else that was actually connected in that time period with him came and told him. He said, it's a great movie. He said, but it ain't true. Am I correct, Justin, when I said that? But then I said that before I heard it. I said, I already said, I knew it wasn't true. I said, I'm familiar with their story. And that's not an accurate story from what he's saying. But it makes for a good movie for people that don't know. They hear certain names that don't mean. Certain names I've heard, I know, I'm familiar with their story, and I know how they got set off. It's like, that's not the accurate story. It's not an actual depiction, but people will take it. When it comes to him, what's going to happen is people familiar with him. Just like when Sheeta popped up and showed that ring, you know what I'm saying, with them 15 diamonds in the time of Yahuwah, that's not his ring. That's not a little girl ring. That's not his ring. That's not his bracelet. I'm familiar with it. I've seen when Yahusha came in and he appeared in the book of Oriah 24 and about 36. You know what he did when he came in? He showed him his hands. Why? Remember, the first thing was they didn't believe. That was the problem. They did not believe, and they was afraid. They yara, and they thought they had seen a ruach. He said, you don't see a ruach have flesh and have basar and dam. He said, listen, hand to me and see. He said, behold my hands. He said, hand to me and see that his eye. So they had to be familiar with his works. That's right. Right? He's a craftsman. What are they known for, craftsmen? Being skilled with their hands. Barashit told him he came on, he bara. Everything he bara, he was skilled with his hand. So he said, who seen my hand? When it came down to all Yahoo, after he had sat there, when he nodded, he told them, it didn't rain for the space of 3 years and 6 months. The book said he did what? He polite. And what it did? It rained. But you know what he wound up saying? He kept sending his abad out, which is his servant out to go and see whether or not it was going to rain. He came in and he went back. He said he seen a cloud. You know what the size it was? Of a man's hand. He said with the size of a man's hand. You know what he told him? It's going to rain. He was familiar. When he saw the hand, he said with the size of a man's hand. He told him it's going to rain. You got to be familiar with his work. And that's why a lot of people died and quit, because you're not familiar with it. That's the difference. These people had to be familiar. Well, if I'm afraid, I'm scared, and I'm worried, and then you show me your hand, then I start having joy. That means that something excited me because something confirmed something that I knew. That's right. 7:10. Other one picked me up 27:40. 26:40. Same book, Yahoo 26:40. 7:10. All that straight from the hip. I listen. I just read this. When I heard it, I said, yeah, I know that go. I'm familiar with it. When I heard what new idea, I said, I'm familiar with the story. I'm very familiar with it. Isn't that right? I put them at 27, 23 to see what it throw you off. You hear yourself. That's all I was looking for, naked, not me. I'm looking for consistency. You know, a wine connoisseur taster, when they taste wine, they get it, they'll pour it. First, they'll look at it, how it sets. They'll even look for the aroma from the bottle. Just catch the aroma from the bottle, and they'll put in the bottle. They'll roll around the glass to see how the wine rolls around the glass. They'll like to get another smell up, and they get a taste of and try to look for certain things that season their taste buds to let them know. That's how it is with him. We got to know. We just pop the bottle, nigga pop the bottle and just start drinking. Nigga get all the way to the bottom, just find they just drunk some piss. Whole thing, and I'm sure at this last sip, Adam used to trying to spit it out now. Now got down there, drip left, piss. I assure you this ain't the time to holler piss. It's time to just finish it up. You know, right there, got newfound religion. Piss at the bottom. Listen.
And behold, there met him a Asha with the attire of an harlot.
Tell him what happened, son.
And subtle of lob.
Yeah.
She is loud and stubborn.
Tell him what happened.
Her regal abide not in her beth.
Tell him what happened.
Now is she without.
Yeah.
Now in the streets.
Listen.
And lieth in wait at every corner. So she caught him and kissed him.
Man.
With an impudent pani said unto him, I have shalom offerings.
You said impotent or that impertinent? He said it's impotent.
Impudent.
Imprudent. He said impotent though, didn't he? You try to be too proper. Did you say impertinent? Impudent. You try to be too silly. That'd be your downward, trying to be too cute. He trying. It ain't working, but you got it. Cause the face ain't gonna change. You can do all that lemon. That ain't got nothing. He still make it in with that face, but I ain't gonna be lying to the man. Ain't that right? Was you a pretty baby?
Thou knowest.
I showed them. Not if I am. Not if I am. Ain't that right? I don't say that it would make sense. If he was a pretty baby, that means he used all that looks up then. Ain't that right? For that one little instant at birth. Don't worry about it. Listen.
Said unto him,
yes.
I have shalom offerings with me.
So what happened?
This yom have I paid my Shabbat.
Listen.
Therefore came I forth to meet thee,
and
diligently to seek thy pani.
And what did you do?
I have found thee.
So what happened?
I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Mizraim. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon.
Listen.
Come, let us take our fill of a hob until the morning.
And what happened?
Let us solace ourselves with a hob. For the tube Ish is not at Beth. He is gone a long journey. He have taken a bag of money with him.
And
will come home at the yom appointed.
What happened?
With her much fair speech,
and
she caused him to yield.
What happened?
With the flattering of her lips.
What did she do?
She forced him.
What happened?
He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter,
and
or as a fool to the correction of the stocks.
And till what else happened?
Till a dart strike through his liver.
And what happened?
As a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his kai.
See that? It's for his life. Pick me up at that 26:10. Gotta play with it a little bit now. Heard a lot of stuff. That's how we move. 26:10. Listen.
When Yahusha understood it, he said unto them, Why trouble ye the Asha? For she hath wrought a tube work upon me.
Yahoo 26:10. You right. That's 10. You good. I'm just telling where I'm at. Listen.
For ye have the poor always with you.
But me?
Ye have not always.
So tell me what happened.
For in that she hath poured this ointment on my basar.
What happened?
She did it for my burial. Amat, I say unto you, wheresoever this debar shall be preached, and the whole Oratz, there shall also this, that this Asha hath done, be told for a memorial of her. Then one of the 12, called Yehuda Iscariot, went into the Rosh Kohanim, and said unto them, what will you give me, and I will deliver him unto you? And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver.
That's good. At verse 20. Listen.
Now when the even was come, he sat down with the 12, and as they did eat, he said, Amat, I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. And they were exceeding sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Adon, is it I? And he answered and said, he that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. The Ben of Ish goeth as it is written of him. But woe unto that Ish by whom the Ben of Ish is betrayed. It had been too for that Ish if he had not been born.
Yeah.
Then Yehuda, which betrayed him, answered and said, Adon, is it I?
What happened?
He said unto him, thou hast said. And as they were eating, Yahusha took Lakam and barak it and brake it and gave it to the Methodist and said, take, eat, this is my basar. And he took the cup and gave Hadu and gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it, for this is my dam of the new Berith, which is shed for many for the remission of kata.
Yeah.
But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this pari of the vine, until that yom when I drink it new with you in my Abba's Malkuth. And when he had sung in him, they went out into the heart of Olives. Then saith Yahusha unto them, all ye shall be offended because of me this Layla. For it is written, I will smite the Ra'ah, and the sheep of the Adah shall scatter abroad. But after I am Zarak again, I will go before you into Galilee. Cuff answered and said unto him, though all Anashim shall be offended because of thee, yet will I never be offended.
Jump down to verse 40. Listen.
And he cometh unto the Methodist, and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Cuff, what could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and palal, that ye enter not into temptation. The Ruach indeed is willing, but the Basar is weak. He went away again the second time, and palal, saying, O my Abba, if this cup may not pass away from me, except I drink it, thy will be done. And he came and found them asleep again, for their eyes were heavy. And he left them and went away again, and palal the third time, saying the same dabarim. Then cometh he to his Methodist, and saith unto them, sleep on now, and take your rest. Behold, the hour is at hand, and the Ben of Ish is betrayed into the hands of Kata. Zarak, let us be going. Behold, he is at hand, that does betray me.
What happened?
And while he yet spake, lo, Yehuda, one of the 12, came, and with him a great multitude with swords and staves, from the Rosh Kohanim and Zakan of the arm. Now he that betrayed him gave them a at, saying, whomsoever I shall kiss.
See that? He gave him a sign. He gave him a sign, and he'll rise. That whomsoever
I shall kiss.
What happened?
The same is he. Hold him fast.
What happened?
And forthwith he came to Yahusha and said, Hail, Adon, and kissed him. And Yahusha said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahusha and took him.
See that? That's how they forced him. When he told you they met him on a shawl with the attire of a harlot. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet won't abide in her house, which would be better with her family. He didn't stay with them. He broke off from them. That's how he was able to go and do this. So all these things they were doing, it was an ox for people that would watch him. Especially when he had taught them martially. Huh? She told him why she wanted to go. She said she had already paid her vows. He made a vow when he did. When they told you he covered it with them for 30 pieces of silver. That's what she told them. She said, this Layla, I paid my vows. So he was making sure he was going to get paid that night, because I was supposed to deliver you over. And the book told you he went straightway. So with an imprudent face and with the flatter of lips, they forced him. That's why he told him, he said, I could allow to the arbor. You don't think I could allow to the arbor? He said, but then how was the script going to be fulfilled? So we start reading this script. We trying to tie in, where did this loud woman, how loud do you think he was when he told him that was him? The fact that they were all together in the house eating. And after they had ate and after they had drank, they were singing hymns. Were singing, sure. They were shearing, I can't remember the name for it, but not Zamar. We talk about this instrument. But you can see he had already broken off and left. He didn't stay with the family. He broke off. He didn't stay with the house. Y'all got it? And that's what he did. He brought him along and he forced him with his lips. And that's why the other ones came along and impressed him. Because everybody understood this is what the scripture said. This is what he was concerned about, the scripture being fulfilled. This is what I knew before I knew that. So knowing this, I'm looking for some similar action because I got to look for a sign in the arise, which this would have been a sign for me. The fact he was kissed and then he was forced. He was duped into going. And the book said he went straightway to him, just like a harlot to the slaughter. That's what he did. And told you what was going to happen. At the 19th chapter, Yahushua. Yahushua 19:28. We're just looking at just how script had to be fulfilled. They call it John. (19:28). Listen to the book.
After this, Yahusha, knowing that all things were now accomplished, that the scripture might be fulfilled, saith, I thirst. Now there was set a vessel full of vinegar, and they filled a sponge with vinegar, and put it upon hyssop, and put it to his mouth. When Yahusha therefore had received the vinegar, he said, It is finished. And he bowed his head and gave up the ruach. The Yahudim therefore, because it was the preparation that the body should not remain upon the toot on the Shabbat Yom.
Tell them what they did.
For that Shabbat Yom was in Shabbatun.
And what happened?
Besought Pilate.
That what happened?
That their legs might be broken.
And that they might do what?
Be taken away.
So what happened?
Then came the soldiers and brake the legs of the first.
And?
Of the other which was crucified with him.
And what did they do?
But when they came to Yahusha,
what happened?
And saw that he was mute already,
what did they do?
They brake not his legs.
And how important that was for us? Because we looked at him being the literal the bar, and the writings couldn't be broken. That's how important it was. He had to be dead already when they got there. Because their culture was to break it. They had to get him some form of punishment from that and at least send him away. At that point, be done with it. But just how important it was for what we believe. Because you were taught that in the beginning was the Debar, and the Debar was with Elohim, and the Debar was Elohim. The same was in the beginning with Elohim. All things were made by him. Without him was not anything made that was made. And you was told how important it was that the Debar could not be altered. It couldn't be changed. You couldn't deviate from it. That it was going to stand. And then if you came and you told us it became basalt and it dwelt among us, then we'd have been looking at that. We would have been looking at a lot of things that would have been imperative for us. Couldn't be no defects in his body either. No curved spine. Couldn't have a flat nose. He couldn't. We'd have been looking at that because it became basalt and it dwelt among us. And our Torah told us these people couldn't enter in. Flat nose, curvy spine, a dwarf. All this has been important. You know, somebody said, what I care about how tall if he come to save me? But you're talking about the scripture not being broken. So it's that important. All these things were going to be imperative that you were going to have to see this. This was going to be a sign to you that the bar was made perfect. Hello? The bar was perfect. That's what we were going to have to see. It came to let you know how men will come along and men will try to alter it. And men will try to change it. And change his vintage. Ain't that right? But it didn't change the validity of what he did it? It didn't take away from what he did, just show you what man, how you think he got to a point that his vintage was more marred. It wasn't because all that's how man will do. Man always try to look how he can tear or change or alter or defect the debar, but it doesn't change. It still didn't change, right?
That's right.
So just for the fact that he made sure he looked at, he put everything into place to make sure he had to already be dead. It all felt that it made sense. He had to already be dead. Hello? Goodness. That he would be dead and giving life and giving Kai to a Ben or to Benin. Just like recall. You know what he was doing? What was he doing? And what else we heard about recall? She was what? Why? Because her children weren't comforted. You know they couldn't comfort him. That's what wine is also do for comfort. Yeah, sometimes people say, you don't see me, they'll say, I need a drink to calm my nerves. You know he wouldn't be comforted because you wouldn't be comforted. Hello? Told you he was a man acquainted with sorrow. Only reason he wouldn't be comforted because you weren't comforted. Hello? None of this important to you, huh? Told you why they gave him wine. Why did they give it to him? He was ready to die. Ain't that right? That's who you give it to, somebody ready to die. Don't worry about it. Finish it up. Tell them something else. Listen.
But one of the soldiers with a spear
Did what?
pierced his side, and forthwith came there out Dam and Ma'in.
Where did they hit him at? In the level. Fifth rib. They hit him right in the level. That's what the book told you. It's just like when the dart fly and it hit him in his liver. Hello? Those things you had to off up. The liver, the kidneys, all these things, when you took the animal and you broke it down, these were all things that the Kohan would have known that he had to offer up. When they struck him, they hit him right through the liver. They throw the spear like you throw a dart. To it strike right through his liver. What happened?
And he that saw it
Did what?
bear record,
Tell me about his record.
and his record is a mot,
And his record, his witness is a mot. Why?
and he knoweth that he saith a mot,
For what reason?
that ye might among.
And then the same Yahushua asked you, who had believed? Who has among our report? He said, I know I'm telling you the truth. All he want to know, and I'm not believing because he said it. I'm among it because it lines up with script. It lines up with the script. Listen.
For these things were done,
For what?
that the Sephir should be fulfilled.
Like what?
A bone of him shall not be broken.
See that? You couldn't offer up nothing that had a broke leg. Isn't that right? And when it came to a land, you couldn't offer it up. It had a defect in it. So it wouldn't have made sense to let him be an offering if he had anything broken. On top of the word couldn't be broken. The fact you can't offer that with any defect like that. Listen.
And again, another Sephir saith,
What did it say?
they shall look on him
Whom?
they pierced.
Wow. They penetrated him. They looked on him. Hello? They looked on him. Can you imagine that? Pierce the same thing a man do when he have a relation with a woman. He penetrates. He pierces her. Hello? Wow. Let's see what else happened.
And after this, Yahusha of Arimathea,
And who else?
being a Methodist of Yahusha, but secretly for Yara of the Yahudim, besought Pilate that he might take away the body of Yahusha,
Yeah.
and Pilate gave him leave.
What happened?
He came therefore and took the body of Yahusha. And there came also Nicodemus, which at the first came to Yahusha by Lela, and brought a mixture of myrrh and aloes, about 100-pound weight. Then took they the body of Yahusha, and wound it in linen clothes with the spices, as the manner of the Yahudim is to bury.
What are the spices that they use? Huh? Cinnamon. That's what she told they were going to use. What kind of linen was it? From where? From Mizraim. It was linen from Mizraim. Same thing you'll wrap somebody in, that was a royalty. Like Musha. When she took Musha and made him her being. That's what she told you. I learned it from her. Marsha Ali told me it was short, it was concise, got right to the point. Told me, said, behold, that met him a harlot with the tie, met him a woman on a shawl with the tie of a harlot. She allowed it stuff, my feet don't even bow in her house. Said, now she without. Guess where she was at? In the streets. That's what she called him, man, in the street. The book told me what happened. With her much speech, and all said she kissed him, and then she forced him. They gave him a speech, and after that they forced him, they got him to go. But he let us know he didn't have to go. But he went on anyway because the scripture told him. He went just like an olive did. And she told him why he had to go. You got to go with me because I made an agreement with these people. I vowed a vow with these people, and I'm trying to get my money. She told him she had shalom offering with her. He had already been paid. You got to make this thing good. Hello? Told her exactly where it was going to hit him. We had two writers told us about that. They're going to hit him, Amasa, they hit him in the fifth rib. And he fell out right in the street. So we started to look at this, and all this gives us the ability to know how we're supposed to believe, if they use the terminology. Aman, as the scripture had said.
That's right.
Now you got Nicodemus, and you got Yahusha that came and took and wound the body up. Hello? Who could have possibly walked backwards and covered the body? That's what they did after Com had seen his body naked. His two king came and they took a cloth of wear and they walked backwards and covered him up. They wound the body up, and now we see the same. We were already told this. We weren't just supposed to believe it because of what we heard there. We were supposed to believe it because we got a connection to it. He asked a question. He want to know who had believed our report. You know, as Christians, we believed it because we read what they call the gospel writers. We didn't go back to see what lined up with our Torah. The whole thing that what we read now, it all spins off from the Torah.
Right.
Instructions would tell us how to do, right? What was it written for? For instruction, in Sadiq, in righteousness, that the Isha Elohim, without defect. The only reason they knew how to bring an offering without defect was because of the Torah. We didn't come up on our own and say we didn't want no curved spine or no short leg or no. The Torah told us that. So when the Torah came, the Torah told us how a lamb was supposed to be, how olive was supposed to be. Well, then you come along, you're the olive. You found you are then how you supposed to be according to the Torah, without defect, without any evil favoredness. The same way we learned how to do that. That was just a premise to get us to an understanding. Okay, let me look at something right quick. 6:16. Let's say that what I want. Borrow a sheet so I can get finished. 6:16. What's that time? Because I called it. Let's see where it go. That had the 9th chapter of the book of Abarim. 9:1. Listen to the book. This is Barashit. They call it Genesis 6:16. Let me hear this so I can get out of here. Come on. Listen to the book.
A window shalt thou make to the top.
Hold on. What verse is 16? Back me up to verse 12. What does it say?
And Elohim looked upon the arats, and behold, it was corrupt. And all Basar had corrupt his way upon the arats. Mm-hmm. And Elohim said unto Nuach, the end of all Basar is come before me, and the arats is filled with violence through them. Mm-hmm. And behold, I will destroy them with the arats. Mm-hmm. Make thee a taba, a gopher wood. Room shalt thou make in it in the taba, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of.
That's good. At 9:1, Abarim. Listen to the book.
Then Amat, the Akkad Barith,
See that? The first covenant did what?
had also ordinances
And what else?
of Ruach service
See that? That's what happened.
and a worldly Mashakan.
See that? Use world, I guess. We'll take that for now. It had a worldly Mashrakan. They had sanctuary. Tell them what happened.
For there was a Makdash made, the first, wherein was the candlestick and the table and the shulakam, which is called the Makdash. And after the second veil, the Mashakan, which is called the Kudash of all, which had the golden censer and the Taba of the Barith overlaid round about with gold, wherein was the golden pot
The golden pot.
that had manna and Aharon's rod that budded and the tables of the Barith and over it the cherubims of Kabud shadowing the Rakam seat, of which we cannot now speak particularly.
I guess why I went back up and I started looking at it, I started kind of assimilating to what we read in the 6th chapter. Or actually, I just kind of went from the 14th chapter of the book of Yahushua. He told you about in his Abba house was many mansions, which will know many compartments. Only we'll look at those apartments because you're actually building one big place, but you got to make a place where you got to have separation in it. Because he had to, because he told you had to put a difference. What was it again? So you were taking 14 clean and you were taking 4 unclean. So you tell me all of them was together. Then you got to have compartments, or we'll say apartments. He said in it was many. The only way I understand, I got to look at it because he told me that there was an earthly tabernacle. And there were things that were similar that had a Ruach type fashion to it. That there were different compartments. He just told when he made it, he told him to make a room or rooms S plural. Hello? That's 6 and 12? 6 and 10? Let's see what he told him. Did it say plural? Rooms S? Well, Yahusha just told me in my Abba house were many rooms. He said if it wasn't so, I would have told you. He told you that I go to prepare a place. And if I go and prepare, I'll come back again to receive you unto myself. Which means Noah had to break away from everybody in order to put this together. He would have had to break off from people and separate in order to prepare this place. And at that point, he would have come back again and receive them. That where he was, there they were going to be also. I'm going in the Taba. So if you're going to be with me, you're going with me inside the Taba. The Taba is the box. The ark, what they call it's actually called the top of the box, because they let you know it was because it was made out of wood. Hello? Sir. Goodness, you know you get wood from trees, arts. Then you were told about you abiding in Yahusha. You can abide in a taba, in a tree. Hello? I just thought we could do. How many of y'all remember having tree houses? Wow, imagine that. Imagine that, you living in a tree. Hello? So all these things were something that we could actually understand, right? We could actually understand living in a tree, living in the arts, living in a box. People tell all the time, you live like you live in a box. Yeah, with rooms. I'm just looking at it from this point. The things we have to know first were from a carnal state. I heard what he said. You can put that in your mind if you want to. I'm sure you're all over the place bouncing. I can understand this man making a giant box, a giant ark, as they'll call it, that you want to call ark, ship, or you want to make it, however you want to make it, that's got rooms. And then you come along, you got the carnival. Everybody stay in the same room? Same boat. Many compartments, correct? Why they can't believe they got it from Noah? Because all the different animals can stay away from each other. So you can separate the Adar. Right? Wow. See if about the 6th chapter. See if that the 32nd. I'm getting ready to go. See that 31. All aha dabarim. They call it Deuteronomy 31:22. Let's see that what I want. Make it 30. All aha dabarim. These are the words. I get ready to let y'all go because I see. I guess I say that regular about y'all in them faces, huh? 31:20. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna do my part. It's your responsibility for you to make sure you receive the engrafted. Isn't that right? Anybody familiar with skin grafts? You know, when they take skin and they put it replace where skin's missing. Well, he just told you to receive with meekness the engrafted word. So we're trying to go back and put something in where something been missing. You don't put skin on top of skin. You do skin graft, they actually go and take it on correct, and they put it in there, and then you know what they make it do? They had to make it where the skin, your body had to be able to take it. They had to make it where it can take. You just can't just because I stuck skin on your body don't mean it'll stay. That's a certain process you got to do to where the skin can actually entangle itself or enjoin itself, that it'll actually take and it'll stay. Kind of like with a kidney. You can take anybody a kidney. You know what? It's a process and things you got to do in order to make the kidney take. Shall I not put the bar here? I do that to anybody. It's a process though in order for it to stay. Yeah, it is. Go and check with any people that got kidneys and they tell you their body rejected, like y'all do with the bar. How many of y'all familiar with people getting kidneys or knowing somebody get a kidney and their body rejected it? Anybody heard that process happening? So you know about you rejecting the bar. That's all right. Now they try to tell them full well you reject it. Because you might keep the tradition of your abbas. He told you, you know what you had to do? What did he tell them about? He said full well they rejected. What did they do? That's what they did. He said they had to lay aside. You took Elohim's, you took Mar, and you laid them aside. Hello? That's what you got to do. You lay it aside. So you can keep your own. You know when Yahushua had got up, you know what he did with his clothes, the other clothes? He had to lay them aside. He can't put both of them on. So he laid them aside. He put them right to the side. When they came, they could see them folded. So he could put his own stuff back on. Hello? So that's what the book told you when you start rejecting. He rejected that. I mean, took it off, right? So like when you rejected the bus, so you take off. So you can put on other attitudes, other fractions, other behaviors, other mindset. You got to reject it. Hello? Yes, sir. Listen.
For when I shall have brought them into the land, which I shabba with their abbas,
what happened?
That floweth with milk and honey.
What's going to happen?
And they shall have eaten and fill themselves.
How long they going to stay?
And waxen fat.
Yeah.
Then will they turn into other Elohim.
See that? They going to reject it. And they done sat down and ate and drank, they going to reject it. Listen.
And serve them and provoke me and break my berith. And it shall come to pass when many rasha and troubles are befalling them.
See that? What's going to happen?
That this Sharim shall testify against them as a witness.
That's how we knew it. That's why we kept it. We already knew it was going to get bad for people sitting right now telling, man, why is it so bad? He said, when it happens, then it's going to fall back. You're going to remember it testify against you. It's going to be a witness again. Just like you done commit a crime, you feel like you got away, they bring in a witness. You know, uh-oh. They finna tell everything. They finna be a mess. He said that's what they're going to do. It came up and it told everything. People know your story. People know why you're here. You're the only person don't know why you're here. You're the only person don't know why stuff is going the way it's going in your life. He said it's going to come to pass. After you done ate and you done drank, he said stuff going to come and going to testify against you. When you're going through many sorrows and heartache, he said then you'll come back. It's going to show itself against you. Tell her what happened.
For it shall not be forgotten out of the mouths of their seed. For I know their imagination.
We just sitting out front behind the world. He said, now we didn't see and I ain't forgot it. How did he know to put this together and come up and we ain't forgot it? He said not going to be forgotten out of your mouth of your seed. Were we the people that was in the captivity? Were we the people that heard this when he made it? But he let them know it wasn't going to be forgotten in the mouth of their seed. We talking about it now. How did he know a 1611 transgender virgin telling you about something that was even before that it was going to come up, that we were going to remember it? That this was going to come up and testify against us. It's a witness against us. What happened?
which they go about even now, before I have brought them into the land which I Shaba.
What happened?
Musha therefore wrote this Sharim, the same Yom,
And what did he do?
and taught it the Benim of Yasharal.
And tell him what else he did.
And he gave Yahusha the Ben of Nun a charge and said,
Tell him what he told him.
be strong
And do what?
and of two courage,
And what you want him to do?
for thou shalt bring the Benim of Yasharal into the land which I Shaba unto them,
So what you want him to do?
and I will be with thee. And it came to pass, when Musha had made an end of writing the Dabarim of this Torah
How long?
in a Safar, until they were finished,
What did he do?
that Musha Amar Louis, which bare the Taba of the Berith of Yahuwah, saying,
What did he tell him to do?
Take this Safar
And put it where?
of the Torah and put it in the side of the Taba of the Berith of Yahuwah.
So I had a compartment. Had some on the inside and on the side of it. Man, all kind of compartments on this thing. Hello? They didn't put it inside, they put it in the side.
That's right.
Hello? That's why he had to put it in the table. Told him to take it and put it in the side. Goodness. I don't know, y'all look kind of perplexed. I mean, we just look at these things so we can go back and we can consider. That's all. We just got to go back and look at and consider how important the table was to us. How we looked and how we regarded. What's how willing, since we said we got some stuff we'll probably come back and look at on that. See if you get a better understanding and show you something you probably hardly know that. You hadn't hardly known it. Let's show how people make a fool out you though. The only reason we looking at this, go back to that 12th chapter so I can get through and get out here on 12. So I'm trying to let y'all go. We got a lot going on, a lot coming up. Get Ukana in 12, 37. We got a lot of work to do
Yeah.
because it's winding up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure to put this thing together, how we're going to put it together and wear it and how we're going to operate. We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Then got to watch a fine line too. It's got a fine line I got to watch. Don't want to go too far back. I don't want to displace nothing or misplace nothing. I want to. Y'all familiar with trees? Arts? Typically they can grow, what, straight up? What other position they can do? Lean. We don't want to do that. That's our own understanding. Trees will do that too. A tree that lean is subject to fall. Yeah. More weight and pressure get on it, it's gonna fall. I'm trying to make sure we keep it straight. That's right. That's it. We're gonna keep it straight. That's the only way to do it. Listen to the book. 1237.
But
I feel the same way. Listen.
But though he had done so many miracles before them,
Which means, the way I'm gonna look at it and kind of consider it, what you think about miracles? What should we look at miraculous stuff? Major miraculous stuff. But it would have had to come from here. It's gotta come from here. It's gotta come from here. All the miracles he's doing, okay. So you did something, you just got up here right now and you just disappeared. Then we gotta look at what led up to your disappearance. And what did you disappear to and how we gonna line up inside the writings. That's right. That's what we gotta look at. That's how important everything was about. See, what we look at miracles, we think, just did so many miraculous things. Did we really understand that the miraculous thing he did with the fact that he would have mimicked and he'd have followed all these patterns? This would have been a miracle. People don't think like that. You just think he just walk around just shoes gone. Yeah. What that's at?
That's right.
What that's that? Let's see that Cosmo. See that Cosmo 19 from the 20. Let's see that. Think about how we look at Mary Christian. Yeah, look at miracles. You know what I'm saying? They call it Revelation. I'm saying what I want. Zoom. What's that? 19 and 20. I think that's what I want. Let me see. Listen to the book.
And the beast was taken, and with him the false Nabi.
You said who was taken?
The beast was taken.
And who else?
And with him the false Nabi.
What about him?
That wrought miracles before him.
What happened?
With which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped.
Stop. And them that did, I'm sorry.
Worshipped his image.
See, the miracle thing don't really get me unless I can line them up. See, you real easy to be fooled when you fall and you start watching people as patterns. We talk about sound waves and patterns, different. See, what you gonna do with that? You supposed to believe they're gonna miracle, right? Performance. What you gonna do with that? Well, the book said, though he had did so many, the man, this is what's key for it, though. He asked who had believed. What report? What was the report? Gotta be what was written. That's the only miracle he could be performing that's going to get me to take knowledge of anything. He just can't be walking around here disappearing on the roof, down the hall. This stuff not movement. Because we're looking at the beast. He's working them. No, he done told you. These prophets were doing it. And the prophet is true because they're not of Elohim. So all these people were doing it. What are y'all going to do with this? He told you they walked, and they used them to deceive. Or y'all, 4:16 right quick. They call it Luke. Y'all done got so comfortable around here. Y'all just, they take a lot of stuff. I tell you, man, you can get y'all anything. Y'all just, a lot of stuff, y'all just take it. You be good with it. Don't y'all know, man, only Mr. Yahuwah make you sound and try to make sure this thing predicated on something versus you just taking something? How many of y'all miracles just anything miraculous? Anything out of the ordinary? He just walk around here picking up dump truck. He said, that's God. Who else let him do that? None but they don't allow no scripture to pick up no dump trucks. It is. That's only Mr. Yahuwah. You say, who else could let him do that but God? 4:16. Listen.
And he came to Nazareth.
What?
Where he had been brought up.
How important that was for us? He could have just said, let's just read, hold on. Just read, he came and not where he was brought up. What does it say?
And he came.
Yeah, go ahead. Hold, stop. Don't stop right there. That sounds bad. Do not stop right there. I said, no, he was brought up. Because I don't want nobody to feel like they justified in him doing something out of no business. And he came. That don't sound right.
And he came.
Man, read.
Where he had been brought up.
No. Just he came to Nazareth, then jumped to what he did. Listen.
And he came to Nazareth, and as his custom was, he went into the sun again on the Shabbat Yom and stood up for to read.
But it's a significant part would have been missed. That a lot of us want to, it's only significant now because we've been enlightened, right? We'll pay attention. That was important because the second chapter of the book of Yahushua told us that his Abba took him now, that the scripture could be, that the writings could be fulfilled, that he should be called. But now we just found out that's the only thing it told us. But now we found out it because now when he told us that, let's see that second chapter of the book of Yahushua right quick. 2, what is that, 2 and 23? Pick it up right quick, Yahushua, so I can get through. I know I'm saying that, but I just want y'all to just see how important stuff is. 2, make it 24. Let me see that what I want. Listen.
23 is the last one.
23, all right, make it 20, make it 21. Listen.
And he Zarok and took the young Yalid and his aim.
Young child. And his who?
Aim.
Uh-huh.
And came into the land of Yashral.
And what happened?
But when he heard that Archelaus.
Whoa, my
Archelaus.
Archelaus, yeah. R.T. Lackey Packy? Did he say Lappy Tappy? Go ahead.
did reign in Yehuda in the room of his Abba Herod.
In the place. Listen.
He was afraid to go thither,
So what happened?
notwithstanding being warned of Elohim in a Kalamu. He turned aside into the parts of Galilee, and he came and dwelt in a city called Nazareth, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the Nabaim. He shall be called a Nazarene.
That's good. See that? That's the scriptural. So how long did that tell her he was there? Because he also went in Mizraim. Now, the Muslims will teach you that Yahusha grew up in Mizraim and that he learned how to turn water to wine inside the pyramids. Now, this is some of their teaching that he learned this, that he grew up in Mizraim, that they call Egypt, and that's where he learned how to raise the dead, because Mizraim were already practicing these arts. Most of y'all people, y'all ain't heard this. They'll tell you that. But see, I come to dispel these lies. Back me up at 18, same book, 2 and 18. Many people put so much stuff together, they'll mess these folks up. Listen to the book.
In Ramah was there a voice heard, lamentation and weeping, and great mourning, recall weeping for her Benin.
Why?
And would not be comforted.
Why?
Because they are not.
What happened?
But when Herod was mute, behold, a Malachie of Yahuwah appeareth in a Kalamuth to Yosef in Mizraim.
In where?
In Mizraim.
In what they call Egypt. After Herod had passed, a messenger of Elohim had come down and appeared to him and told him what?
Saying, Zerach.
And do what?
Take the young Yarlet.
Young Yarlet. 21-year-old. 18, able to purchase cigarette boy. A Yarlet was a child. That's what a Yarlet, see, that's why they'll mess you up. And what they say to the child?
And his aim.
Concerning the child and his mother.
And go into the land of Yahusha.
For what reason?
For they are mute, which sought the young Yarlet's Kai.
Yeah.
And he arose and took the young Yarlet in his aim and came into the land of Yahusha.
Yeah.
But when he heard that Archelaus did reign in Yehuda in the room of his Abba Herod, he was afraid to go thither, notwithstanding being warned of Elohim in a Kalamuth.
What did he do?
He turned aside into the parts of Galilee.
And did what?
And he came and dwelt in a city called Nazareth.
For what reason?
That it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the Nabaim. He shall be called a Nazarene.
At 4 and 16. Oriel. Listen to the book.
And he came to Nazareth.
He came where?
To Nazareth.
What
where
happened?
He had been brought up.
Where he was raised. He came to where he was raised. And tell him what has happened.
And as his custom was,
what did he do with the pyramids?
He went into the sun again.
So he didn't have no custom where he went in no pyramids. It would have been so, he would have told you. He told you about if it wasn't true about his Abba having many rooms. Because he would have been the son of Nuach as well. If it was not true, he said, I would have told you. We have no writings to verify him in no pyramids, practicing no curious arts when he was a babe when he left there. Yahushua was a babe when they left.
That's right.
I can prove it. At the 12th chapter book of All Shemut. They call Exodus. And these were the names. Listen to the book. All Shemut. Listen.
Which verse?
12. So start. Not 12. 10, yeah, 12 and 1. Listen.
And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe and Aharon in the land of Mizraim, saying,
Listen to what did he do?
This Yarek shall be unto you.
This who?
Yarek.
This Yarek.
shall be unto you
What is it going to be?
the beginning of Yarix.
Uh-huh.
It shall be the first Yarix of the year to you.
You ain't going to believe what it says. It's your birthday. You know I know that because he said he brought them out. I know they were born. Abib. That's when they were born. On the 15th June. That was their birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. That's how I know Yahusha could have been grown when he came out. If he just sat here and told them this is going to be the beginning, if he just told them this was going to be the first of their start of the Yarix and the Yamins, they started counting down. I know they were born. They were babes. That means time just went backwards on me. This will start over. Nicodemus asked about that. Could an east be what?
Born again.
I can prove it right. They were born again. So let me say, you 50 years old, you 70, you 100 years old. This your first year, and this your first month, and your first day. This your birthday. Other time ain't count. Only reason they're gonna make sense to do this is to make them a babe. Then he brought them out. Same thing you do when you deliver, but he said, I delivered you. You didn't believe that, you deliver babies. Hello?
Yes, sir.
He talked about them coming out. So does a baby. They were babe. There was a yarlet. The book tell you under us. That's right, under us. A bin was given. That's why he said, when Yahusha was a bin, then I harmed him. When Yahusha was a yarlet, then I harmed him. And I called my bin out of Mizraim.
That's right.
That's how I knew he had to be a child.
Yeah.
He had to be a baby when he came out of Mizraim. Just like they were. They were babes.
That's right.
I don't know what these people gonna do. I ain't doing understand with the book. How you let people convince you that the man was 29 years old in Mizraim in no pyramid? It don't even line up. Come on, finish. Oh, yes, I got him. They got to be with somebody. Somebody messed up. Somebody done got their doctrine in their mind. Listen, I can prove what I preach with their wrong book. Why would you tell them at the beginning of their day, beginning of their month, beginning of their year? Because you knew. The question Nicodemus had, he don't know how, I don't understand how you don't know this. All you got to do is make the beginning of your days, beginning of your year, and beginning of your year. Come on. First month, first day, first year, you've been born. That's why he came to deliver them. Hello? All he was a midwife does. Isn't that right? Mushan, they were midwives though. That's what he said. That's what he said. Aharon, Mizraim, and Moshe, they were midwives does. And you know, you used to watch the old TV show years ago when the baby was born, you don't believe it. The daddy would be outside waiting. Huh?
Yeah.
He would be outside waiting. And you know what the doctor would have to do? Bring the baby out to him. Come on, say, congratulations. He's a little son. You know what he told Musha? He said, after you have brought them out, then they're going to come and serve me here. He was waiting. How many of y'all remember my old show, the dad be outside the room waiting? Mr. Hood was waiting. Hello? Right at Mount Sinai, he was in Arabia. You was in Arabia. You went to Arabia when you came out. Them folk done fool you and put Saudi in the front of it. That's what Mount Sinai, it's in Arabia. Now they done moved it over and put it and then gave that land territory to Mizraim so it looks like you never left. Mount Sinai was in Arabia. That's why these folks trying to figure out why Muhammad passed the lie about him saying that Gabriel came down and appeared to him. Guess where? In Arabia. Because that's where you were. These people don't even know this story. What you think the purpose of these folks lying to you and tell you about Saudi Arabia? The people didn't even get there till the 1900s. You were there. They want to know why stuff flowing. He said when you come out, he said you were going to shakar him there. In Saudi Arabia. Well, in Arabia. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You're a Christian. I know they don't know nothing about that. Man saying on bathe, talking about which hand, all his hands dirty. All of them dirty. Did you not know that you used to worship Yahuwah? You should call Yahuwah right there in Arabia? Man, come and give you a Latin, make a fool out you. Every time they make a fool. You don't even know, they take you there, you'll cut the fool. You worship them now. He told Moshe, when you brought the people out, I'm here waiting, I'm daddy. Bring the baby to me right here. That's how important. I told you, everybody over there is a liar. Every one of them a liar. A liar and a hypocrite. They'll tell you anything, make a fool. Look on your map and they'll tell you now that Saudi Arabia was in Egypt. Which would make no sense. He said, I won't bring you out. You had to leave Mizraim. Make no sense I was going to worship in Mizraim. If I worship in Mizraim, it makes sense to bring me out. That's why you got to leave him. You can't worship in a lot of these places. Got to get us out of here. Why everybody kept getting mad? He put it in us now. It's time to get out of here. Mm-hmm. We're making reservations and preservation to start preserving ourselves. We got to get out of here. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't even know why the man put you to servitude, do you? You start out numbering your slave master. He read your book. They already knew. They said if their enemy came, that you would join allegiance with their enemies. And you will fight them. That's how you became a slave him. He fought the same practice that Mizraim gave in chapter 2, chapter 1, the same book. He said that you would wind up joining with his enemies if they came to fight him. So he made you a servant to him. And guess what? You've been faithful. So like you were in Mizraim. Simple sign. But now I'm doing just like he told her. I'm bethinking myself. He can't win not one war he got without us. He can't tell you when he won. He's never won war. He did not win the Revolutionary War. They would tell a lie. How many of y'all familiar with the Revolutionary War? England against America. Didn't win. Both of the tired white bastards went broke. They both quit. Both stories say, well, listen, both of them are liars. They did not win. They bust out of money. It was a bust. White people tired and quit. I'll tell you, go read England version, see if they told you they lost. America said they won. Russia done bailed them out. Y'all see how stuff, brothers are armed. Them in Russia, they were brothers in arms. They came back and bought Alaska to bail them out. Russia needed money. You don't know how to acquire Alaska, do you? Russia hate they ever made that deal. They want Alaska back. Y'all don't know nothing about these crackers. Tell like here in Grisha. You don't know nothing about these hunkies. White man look you in the face and bite you in the behind. 4 and 16. So gonna look up like she don't like that. Oh, you want some biting? I see it in face. Let's sit down in the door. Let's sit down. Shoulders on the chain, boy. Listen to the book.
And he came to Nazareth.
How many of y'all know this is a family show? Good. Let me make sure. Listen.
Where he had been brought up, and as his custom was, he went into the sun again on the Shabbat Yom and stood up for to read.
What did he tell him?
And there was delivered unto him the sefer of the Nabi Yashayahu.
What happened?
And when he had opened the sefer,
yeah,
he found the Malkum where it was written.
He found the place where it was written.
The Ruach of the Adon is upon me.
Or it could have been Yahuwah. Listen.
Because he hath anointed me to preach the debar to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted.
What else happened?
To preach deliverance to the captives.
And
recovering of sight to the blind.
And
to set at liberty them that are bruised.
What happened?
To preach the acceptable year of Yahuwah.
Yes.
And he closed the sefer, and he gave it again to the Shareth.
What happened?
And sat down. And the eyes of all them that were in the sun again were fastened on him.
Tell them what happened, son.
And he began to say unto them,
do I say to them?
This Yom,
this day,
is this scripture fulfilled in your ears.
Is this writing is fulfilled in your ears? Which means, what were they looking for at this point? The miracles. That means we finna go and verify that you've done this.
That's right.
These are the miracles they would have looked for.
That's right.
We got to make sure that he's done exactly what he said. That's why they were looking at him. All right, that you read that and then you sat down and said, this day, this is fulfilled in your hearing. That I'm the one to do it. I'm the one that got it. That's why they want to know who was going to believe our report. Who was going to believe it? Which means they were going to investigate to make sure he's done this. So these miracles, come on, fit this up right quick. 12:30 cents I get. I'll hear y'all longer than I want to. I just try to make sure. Listen, I dispel the Egypt lie. That don't take that. I ain't even want this. It don't take long to dispel none of these people lie. Show you none of this stuff makes sense. Showing you I can prove from the Torah that they had to come out. He had to been a babe. They never knew why he told them that they began to get. Listen, I can read it. Little kids just like that. They don't know it. Prove out he had to be a babe. Had to come out in the first year. Well, he was like 5, maybe 10. Had to come out in the first year. Got booked to back it up. Hello? And in the first year, they weren't even there but a few days. Prove that with the book. He was like 10, 14. Age accountability. Came out the first year he went and came right out there in a few days. I said a few days, wasn't that long, these folks say. He run that long enough so the scripture be fulfilled. That's right. He told y'all search the scripture. In them you think you have eternal life. They would do what? So if it told them that was their first year in the first yard for them, how long was Yahusha there? That was his first year too. His first yard. That's right. The man went in there for a full yard. How you got time? A brand new baby in the pyramid. Ain't got no leg muscle. Stand up raising up dead people. Can't pronounce one sentence. That don't even make sense. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you when you're honest. These folks make a fool out of people. You can verify with the wrong book and show people it makes no sense. Yeah. Listen to the book.
But though he had done so many miracles
See
before
that?
them,
Though he had opened the blind eyes, he had been anointed, all these things done happened in front. If he done told them, they done seen it. Though he had did so many miracles. Tell them what happened.
yet they amount not on him.
They ain't believe. Hold on, what you got? Finish that 4th chapter right quick. Come on, 4, where you like? 17, 18, where we at?
22.
22, 4 and 22. Let's see what happened. Listen to the book.
And all bear him witness and wondered at the Canaan Dabarim which proceeded out of his mouth, and they said, is not this Yahusha's ben?
See that? What else?
And he said unto them,
What did he say?
ye will surely say unto me, this Marshali, physician, heal thyself.
See that? Didn't they say it? He saved others. Physician, heal yourself. Listen.
Whatsoever we have heard done in Capernaum,
What happened?
do also here in thy country. And he said, Amat, I say unto you, no Nabi is accepted in his own country.
What happened?
But I tell you of a Amat.
So listen. So see how important it is? He asked a question: who had believed? Now he just told you that no Nabi is even accepted in his own where?
country.
That's why he came back to Nazareth. Because in order for this to be fulfilled, that they weren't going to believe, I was going to come right back to my own place, where they wouldn't honor me, where they wouldn't believe me. You say he set them up. Went with their own tradition. Nobody respects, nobody honors a man in his own place. So it made sense for him to go back to Nazareth if he was going to do it. Because again, the scripture got to be fulfilled. I went anywhere else, they'll believe. They told him to do the same work that he did in Capernaum. He told Capernaum what was going to happen to them. They're going to be obeyed. He told me the mighty works were done in them that were done in some other places. He said, oh, folks, so y'all repent a whole long time ago. He started letting people know how things actually operate and how it worked. Listen.
But I tell you of Aamot, many widows were in Yasharal in the Yamim of Yahu.
What happened?
When the Shamayim was shut up 3 years and 6 Yaruk, when great famine was throughout all the Beth. But unto none of them was Yahu sent, save unto Sarepta, a city of Sidon, unto a Ashah that was a widow.
Hear that? There's a lot of folks in Yasharal. A lot of, he said, man, there's a bunch of women. You'll hear about the widow and her son right there. You know they the only one. He said, the man wasn't sent but to her, though. Can you imagine all them people? He wasn't even sent to them. What else happened?
And many lepers were in Yasharal in the time of Eliseus the Nabi, and none of them was cleansed, saving Naaman the Aram. And all they in the sun again, when they heard these things,
what did they do?
Were filled with wrath.
You say the Ruach fell on them. What happened?
And rose up and thrust him out of the city.
And what did they do?
And led him unto the brow of the hill whereon their city was built.
And what were they finna do?
That they might cast him down headlong.
They were finna throw that joke off the top of a mountain. They were pissed. But he knew where to tell it to them at. Hey, nobody get pissed like your own people. Your own people get hot, you tell them. That's why none of my brothers don't come out here. They don't want to hear. They know Tony. They know I said. I can say it to y'all. I can't tell them then. Hello? I wasn't even sent to them. See that? He said, I got plenty of kinfolk too. He said, I wasn't sent to none of them. 12:37, finish this up so we can go. Let me get that. Let me get one. Let's say it making the same. Thank you, sir. Listen, 12:37, you can know we try to go. Listen, but some of y'all you need to hear it because you know where you're going. So it come up and be a witness against you too. Some of y'all try to pick me up and try to throw me out there, but I assure you, you're going to get something broke. So I ain't with all that throwing stuff. That's right, we're not having it. Listen.
But though he had done so many miracles before
what happened?
them, yet they amoned not on him.
They still didn't believe? That's dangerous. Listen.
That the saying of Yeshayahu the Nabi might be fulfilled.
Like what?
Which he spake, Yahuwah who hath amon our report,
and
to whom hath the arm of Yahuwah been revealed.
See that? Listen.
Therefore they could not amon.
You said what happened?
They could not amon.
See that? Because he told you, see that? Your scripture already had told you that. That he would die honored in his own house. So it made sense for him to come to his own. He came into his own. He didn't believe what his own did. See, it makes sense. The book told you that when Kai shined, when Kai came, when Or came, what did the doctor do? Didn't understand it. It didn't make sense. He came out. We ain't going to take it. So he only set that up, and that became a saying for you to show you how the script was going to be fulfilled. If I was going to get you out to make sure he was going to send them to his own. Because I know they ain't going to believe it. What y'all think happened with Yahusha? You know when he got to Mizraim, he didn't believe it. They believed on it. Pharaoh made him the second high ruler in Mizraim. His brother and them abased him. They threw him in a hole. So now he without honor in his own house. I don't know what they were thinking. Listen, don't you know all this is detailed to get? It ain't he just said you gonna get out, you ain't gonna believe. He set it up that you wouldn't believe. There are strict laws, Torah he knew that couldn't be broken. You don't honor and respect your own. So I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna come to you. And I'm gonna be one of you. That way the book come back and get you. See, I'm from among y'all too. Hello? What y'all think happened with Shaul? He took him from among the people and then gave him right back to him. Musa ain't had nothing but a problem with them people. What y'all think he had so many problems? Because they don't believe. They try to tell Moses, you just like us, nigga. Nigga ain't no about all that talk, all that woofing with them. You ain't the one with no stick, nigga. Everybody got a stick around him. Oh, they came up in it. He'd have been somebody that received him. Hello? He set them up. He knew how they were going to fall. He done set y'all up. You don't even know how you're going to fall. Y'all, you think, I believe just because you, I'm saying because pattern of behavior. He set you up by coming. He came unto his own. And his own received him not. Went right back to Nazareth, preached them in Nazareth, in the synagogue where he always went, and next thing you know, they ready to throw him off the rock. Nigga, man, I ain't never liked that nigga. Even when we were kids, I always hate that nigga. I want to fight that nigga ever since we were babies. We were at daycare. He set him up. He knew this is how you gonna get it. Don't y'all know how that man done set y'all up to get you off? Come on, finish this up again so I can go. Come, finish this up. I gotta go. Listen.
Therefore, they could not be among.
Hold on for a minute. Why?
Because that Yeshayahu said again.
What did he say?
He hath blinded their eyes.
See that? You blinded their eyes. Listen.
And hardened their lob.
What happened?
That they should not see with their eyes, nor understand with their lob.
What happened?
And be converted, and I should heal them.
Set you up. He blinded them. Set them up. That's simple by taking somebody right from among them, putting them right there among them again, sat there and wound up being their downfall. Stumbling block. Stone or stumbling, rock up a fence. That's what this what I want us to do. You ain't gonna do it anyway, it don't make no difference. Just in your ruach to just kind of be hard-headed anyway. But hopefully you'll do something different. Really sit back and consider before you make the decision you've been doing or trying to, keep the same pattern of behavior, how you doing stuff. It's too easy for you to trip up and fall. Too easy. Because you don't realize me being here is really going to hurt you more than going to help you. He could actually do a better work and save you by letting you hear somebody else that went from among you. You could. See, this is part of the psychosis of knowing you're going to trip up, you're going to mess up. By taking somebody from right among you. Ain't I one of y'all?
Yeah.
Guess who's going to lack the honor? Who's going to lack the honor? Who's supposed to lack the honor? That's right. The one from among them. One from their own house. You actually been set up. You just didn't know it. He set you up. You'd do better to hear somebody else. Hello? He told them that. The works he did in Capernaum, he said, had these been done in Sodom, he said, they don't remain in them. They don't remain. To let them know it was going to be a condemnation to them. It was going to tear them down. Don't you know he could easily sing out somebody you don't know and you'll open up and you'll catch it just like this and you'll get it. But he set you up another way. Because you look at the scripture got to be fulfilled. That he's going to send somebody right from among you that's going to be here with you. And you ain't going to believe that you ain't going to honor. I be talking, they just keep talking, they keep doing stuff. I said, why? But it all makes sense. Because if you paid attention to who you had, don't you know that you'll understand it, you'll hear it, and don't you know you'll be healed and you'll be converted. Now it come back, it's going to hurt you. Those people, they came to help the people, should have brought the people back. It actually came to hurt them. Simply because they'd have did better if somebody would have came they hadn't known. Hello? They told y'all they knew who he was. They said, that's Yahusha's son. Mizraim, his brother, Jacob, and his sister, you know them. Yeah, I know them niggas. I know them. That's who that nigga is. The only reason they had to know that, he let them know, this actually set you up for your fall. That's why he want to know who had believed. He's making sure the word is right, the bar right. You couldn't believe it if you wanted to, huh? Can you imagine that? Why you been trying to be smart and slick? I'll be talking to y'all, steady be running your mouth, you steady be doing something else, and you didn't realize that's what you're supposed to do. Again, if you did what you're supposed to do by obeying and following, you'll be healed and be converted. Tight. Some of y'all sleep on that and you think about it. That show you why you think you've been smart and you've been thinking you've been getting over. You didn't realize you've been getting ready to get yourself under. That's how quick it is. That man will trap you up with a book you read. Go tell the Christian preacher to spring you 1237. I just did it to it. Taking somebody right from among you. And the same way you're going to set me, he's going to trap you, and going to wind up being your downfall. You'll hear if somebody else came and told you. I'll show you how that works. Let me see. Can I show you something just right quick? Let's see. 26, 24. See if that Acts Apostle 26 right quick. 26, 16, I think what I want right quick. I don't want to see that 28. What's the last one? 28, 26. Acts of the Apostle, same book. I try to let's go get it. Come on, get the money. What? Come get the money. See that 26, 16. Let's see that what I want. Acts of the Apostle. Listen to the book.
But Zarok, and stand upon thy regal.
What happened?
For I have appeared unto thee for this purpose.
To do what?
To make thee a shareth and a witness both of these things which thou hast seen.
Both of the things which he's seen.
And of those things in the which I will appear unto thee.
How you usually see, Leon? How you usually hear? Okay. What happened?
Delivering thee from the arm.
If he was delivering them from the arm, where was he at? If he was delivering them from the arm, where was he at? He was with them, among them. And what is he doing?
And from the Gentiles.
And from the Gentiles.
Unto whom now I send thee.
To do what?
To open their eyes.
And to do what?
To turn them from Kashak to Aur.
From who?
From the power of Satan.
And?
Unto Elohim. At
28. 28, 26. Acts of the Apostle. Listen to, here you go. I should say, Cabana. Here come. Come on, so I get ready to go. Listen.
Saying, go unto this arm and say, hearing ye shall hear.
And what?
And shall not understand.
What? That's stupid. Hear me, you should hear and not understand. And what happened?
And seeing ye shall see.
And now what?
Not perceive.
What happened?
For the lob of this arm is waxed gross.
Yeah.
And their ears are dull of hearing.
What happened?
And their eyes have they closed.
Listen.
Lest
how
they
they
should
think they
see.
sleep? See that? Lest they should what?
See with their eyes.
That's what he's saying. He said that was saying Shaul to do. To open their eyes. And what else they supposed to do?
And hear with their ears.
Get perception? Depth of perception? What else happened?
And understand with their lob.
And what happened?
And should be converted.
That's amazing. Where he get that from? First time I ever heard it. Tell me what else he said.
And I should heal them.
Oh my goodness. Talk to me.
Be it known therefore unto you.
That what?
That the Yahushua of Elohim.
That the salvation of Yahuwah of Elohim is what?
Is sent unto the Gentiles.
And what's going to happen?
And they will hear it.
That's why a Gentile will take it over you. I told y'all, please y'all stop trying to be, y'all be here asleep. Let's start just watch y'all do. And it's all, you don't even realize, all you working yourself into doing it right what the man got you tied up to do. He just told you he delivered them from the people to whom now he sent them. Because he knew they weren't going to hear. Why did he come along and tell them the same thing? Why he just repeat the same thing you just heard right here? He will let them know, I already know what's going to be your stumbling block. You have a retarded custom that you set and you won't honor them among you. I'm going to use that against you, and that's going to be your trap. That's going to be your snare. And you're not going to be saved. So he sent it to the Gentiles. He told them what's going to happen. Why wouldn't they hear it? I ain't from among them. Sleep on that tonight. That's two. Let's get ready to go. Clap and come on, move. You got it?